Okay, welcome back. And today I've got the DX figure from Dark Toys, American Psycho. It's DX because it says so on the box. And it does come with some nice stuff. And if you just want if you don't want to watch the whole video, you want to skip through it, my overall thoughts are it's a 8 out of 10 figure. Everything's done pretty well. A few little gripes, nothing major. It's a perfectly serviceable figure. The tailoring is what we expect from third party companies. It's pretty damn good. If you've got anything by Mars Toys, this is on the same level as that tailoring wise. I think most of these companies now are getting their stuff made to the same sort of standard because people expect more. Not all companies. Let's there's an elephant in the room. It's called Asmus. Let's talk about it another time, maybe. But yeah, certain things sometimes not as described. The proto pics sometimes let us down. I was a bit hesitant on paying the balance on this because KG Hobby, where I got this from, weren't showing any pictures of it. I don't know if that's because of licensing issues or what, or they just didn't get around to posting pictures. But I thought that's a bit suspicious why they're not showing off the product. And there was only there was no reviews online until I saw the one by the Australian guy. I think his channel was called Monotone Sessions or something like that. And he showed the figure, and it was enough for me to pay the balance. So thanks to him, thanks to KG Hobby, and also thanks to Dark Toys, who you're new to collecting and you don't know about Redman toys. Guess what? Dark Toys are Redman toys. And if you don't believe me, go on Facebook and you'll see Redman Toys, Dark Toys, one and the same. Anyway, a lot of people slagged off Redman Toys with their releases, notably Stiff Richards feeding one of the Dracula figures to his dogs, and got a lot of flack for that. I think for the price, I think I paid about 150, 160 for this, pounds. That is. I think it's a really good release for that money. I'll show you what it comes with. It comes with all these accessories. Now, again, people can say these are recast, and I cannot confirm or deny. I know other artists are available. Now, other artists have shown similar stuff to this. But in the age of 3D printing, these files can be easily shared. So who knows who is the original producer of that, artist on that. Patrick Bateman business card there. Comes with the Rolex, which is pretty decent. It's a bit small to get onto his wrist, so I'm going to have to heat this up and put a piece of wood in here and trying to stretch it out a bit to fit on the figure, which is a bit of a niggle, but nothing major. There's no point cancelling your pre-order over that. The chrome effect on the axe is pretty good. It's actually metal. It's got a bit of weight to it, but as you can see, the hands hold it nice and tight, so there's no problem there. The body is adequate, it can hold it fine, so that's nice detail. I think it's a plastic handle, but it's painted. See the wood effect there, wood grain effect looks pretty good. It does the job. Cigar, Not a lot of people are going to be interested in the cigar, I know, but it has got some detail. You know, after killing Port Allen, you want to enjoy a nice cigar. The Huey Lewis and the News CD case, done really nice. It's a good album actually, but no CD inside. Fail. The knife, again chrome effect, done rather well. And the detail on this is really nice, crisp detail and nice paintwork. New crisp sheen, you might say. So yeah, gonna have some fun posing this one up. So the paintwork's really nice. A little bit of is that a bit of weathering maybe? I don't know. Just a bit of paint spill, but it looks good. The suitcase was shown to open up, but I don't think this does. Maybe these catches are too easy to break, so they just glued it shut. You don't need it to open, but yeah, it's a nice briefcase. It's in scale. You can get other briefcases online that hold the one-to-one sort of business card, but they're a little bit too big. Put next to the figure. This is a nice size. So this is the kind of look that I want to. Oh, also it comes with the trench coat, the raincoat, which is like a transparent material. It feels like a very fine cotton or muslin material. Actually, it's quite nice. It's quite nice. I mean, I did trash it when I saw it come out straight out of the box. I thought that looks terrible, but that is perfectly fine. And if you want to go for the blood-soaked look, I might even try and pick up another one of those. Well, just keep that one and throw some paint on it. I have got the iconic one on pre-order, so if you're not feeling that daring, you don't want to bloody up iconic one. Oh, the headphones just popped off. Right, just trying to get this tight to sit up a bit more. Okay, so yeah, I need to futz with that later. But the tie is quite nicely done. And the collar is a little bit long on this one. That was one of my niggles, seeing other people's videos. I think the collar needs to be starched or something so it can sit down a bit lower. But it's fine. The tie itself is on elastic, but it has got the two parts of the tie, so you can make the knot smaller by pulling on the two ends. The tailoring, I think, is done really well. The pinstripe is really nice. It's a crisp look for Mr. Bateman. The headphones do sit nicely on the ears with a bit of playing around. Again, you might need to heat them up just to get them to sit in the exact position you want. I mean, out of the box, they do work. They do fit, but with the wire tends to push them around a bit. So if you can get the wire bent into the right position, they sit nicely. The Walkman is done really well. Let me just show you that. And the wire, as you can see, does fit into the Walkman. I have stripped the end just to see if it would work. Obviously need to trim that down a little bit and maybe a dab of glue. But yeah, it's done really, really well. I have no complaints there with the accessories. The tailoring is done really well. Again, no complaints. Even the tie and the collar I had concerns about, but overall I think they've done a really good job. I really can't knock them on much. The head sculpt is a recast, and some people may have issue with that. And the paintwork obviously is not going to be as good as custom paint job. It is very tanned looking here, but it is the head sculpt. The cold gaze head sculpt, as it was called. It has got a seam line running down here, which is not noticeable from the front. It's not a major issue. I have got this other head sculpt to recast that I slapped some paint on, and I'm going to repaint it. But yeah, so yeah, could build another figure with the raincoat and axe to do a Paul Allen scene. So yeah, the parts are out there. I mean, even this head sculpt is on eBay at the moment for about £14. If you're any good at painting, you could get this figure and make a couple of versions with the accessories you get. You could have the Paul Allen killing scene with the axe. You could have this scene where he's walking on sunshine listening to his cassette, or you could have him in the apartment with Jean, or again with Paul Allen. Do you like Huey Lewis on the news? The knife, just great options. And then the phone and cigar pose. It is just pure 80s. Pure 80s? 80s. It's done really well. Big brick. And the business card, which he, I mean, the hands, I have to say, the hands that they supply are pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. They hold all the accessories really well. They are like a semi-pliable. You can see there it's got some pliability. The skin tone itself, I don't know if you can actually see that. Let's get the light around here. The skin tone is okay. It's a little bit on the yellow side, but it's I've seen a lot worse. I mean, the iMini-Me, the ones that originally done this figure, would supply the figure with the hands that come with this type of body, which is like a £15 body you can buy from China. At least these hands are an improvement. Skin tone wise, you know, they're probably similar hands. But these, look, I haven't seen any of these type of hands before. Maybe they're recast of some Hot Toys. Who knows? They do look a little bit smaller compared to these type of hands. There's only one set of pegs that come with the figure, and they're actually on the gloved hands. Have to have the gloved hands for that businessman look. And yeah, I think it's a great figure. Don't be put off by snobs who who like to look down on us lower mortals for collecting affordable figures. This one cost about £150, £160, I think it was, £150 or £60, and on eBay now, I think they're going for about £200, £250 from Hong Kong sellers. But if you can get one from KG Hobby, which is where I got this from, I would recommend it, or 1/6 Kit. Both only people I deal with in there, the only retailers I deal with directly. I'd say get it, because really, like I said, you can get 2 or 3 figures out of this. If you buy some more head sculpts, if you've got the iconic one as well on pre-order, that's going to be a great looking figure as well. I'd advise you get this and get that one. Present Toys also got their mental patient figure coming out, which does include this head, but you know, I don't know what the quality of the paint will be on that head, but going by the other stuff, that looks pretty good as well. So all I can recommend is what I've got in hand. I think this is an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10? Right, 8 out of 10 for me personally, because I like the film. The stand it comes with as well, which is always a bonus. It's pretty good. The shoes are pretty good. I've seen these shoes before. Yeah, I'm loving it. So I'll be back with a pose video at some point and show you it with a few different looks. But I think well done to Dark Toys. I do have another one of their figures on pre-order, the Blade Runner, which again is using a recast head. But on the strength of this figure, I'm happy to go ahead and get that. If the tailoring is as good and the head sculpt looks as good as this one does, I'm all in, because at this point, you know, everything is being recast by Present Toys, Mars Toys, Redman, Dark Toys, whatever name they want to give themselves. You know, I stay out of the drama. I don't want to cause any drama. I don't want to be in any drama. If you want to leave some comment saying I'm a shill for Dark Toys or KG Hobby 1/6 kit, that's fine. I don't get paid by anybody. In fact, you know, they probably pay me to not review their stuff. But I buy the things because I love them. I love the characters, I love the films, and I want to have them. So if you have gained any knowledge from this, gained any meaning of self, I don't know. But watch the film if you haven't seen it. It's a good film. It's a very funny film, focusing on the materialistic nature of, well, not nature, but the materialistic people that worked in Wall Street back in the 80s. And one of them's descent into madness and cannibalism and yeah, just murdering people. And if you think it was all in his head, by the ending of the film, apparently it wasn't all in his head. It all happened. It's just the nature of, you know, it was covered up basically. So he just got away with it all, and none of it was reported. I don't know. I think it's a good film. It's entertaining. And if you've watched this video this far, thanks. Tell me what you want to see on the channel. I've got loads of figures that I could showcase and give their own individual figures, videos, and I could talk about them for hours probably, bumbling and stumbling my way through the video. But if that's what you want to hear or see, some of the old Hot Toys figures, like the original Hot Toys Alien. That's a really nice figure that I was looking at the other day. The Elder 2 from Predator 2. Elder 2? The Elder from Predator 2. That's a really good piece. Some of the Terminator figures are really good. Blitzway, Carlito's Way, and Scarface. All figures that deserve a video of their own and a bit of a spotlight. For newer people that have joined the channel and maybe have not seen my collection before, I've got quite a lot. It's all a bit, you know, of a hodgepodge where it's displayed and how it's displayed, and probably, you know, other people do it better than me, but it's my collection, it's how I've got it. And if you want to see some of that, I will show it once I've had a bit of a dust, because these things do collect dust. That's another thing about this coat, this duster coat, or this, you know, this overcoat. It has got like a felt, made out of a felt material, and it does attract a lot of hairs and dust. So I'd invest in a makeup brush if you haven't got one already, and just to keep all the little flecks of dust off it. But overall, yeah, it's a really good figure. I'm really happy with it. So yeah, thanks for watching. And I'd give this an 8 out of 10. Alright, thanks a lot. Bye-bye.